Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I got thinking last night, and when you're married a while, so let's go. Well, you don't.
I don't. I've been around a lot of married people.
You've
I
been
was
around a lot
engaged
of
once.
married people. You've
Yeah.
your ability to cook fish sticks has not landed you a wife
Okay.
yet,
No.
which someday you'll find her.
Hey, who knows?
Can't wait for that.
Don't hold your breath.
There are stages of marriage, right?
Yeah, there's the honeymoon phase,
Honeymoon
and then there's
phase. Then they
there's
settle
the
into
big
life
slide.
together. No, you don't really
Right?
slide.
Isn't that
You
what
just,
it is?
no,
I don't know.
it's not a slide. It's not like that at all. It gets better as time goes on, but you just have to be more accepting of idiosyncrasies, if you will.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So last night I was thinking about how fortunate I am in the fact that there are very little of that between Cindy and I, at least from my point of view. I probably do stuff to drive her up the friggin' wall every day of the week, but she is truly the trophiest of trophy wives and just lets it all go. So whatever I do that drives her up the wall, she is
quiet about it
for the most part. And I think of bad habits of mine that are like, I eat sugary snacks at night. She could probably harp on me for that, but she doesn't. I listen to music too loud. It damages my ears. I should get the what for that. I don't know. Well, technology is starting to give us new ways to add into those stressors. And I don't know if she's doing this on purpose or if she's inadvertently doing this, but you have one of those Ring doorbells? Yeah. She'll pace in front of ours.
She'll pace in front of the Ring doorbell.
Yeah, so the notification goes off 15,000 times. I'll
like
be
there's
in
somebody
here,
at the door?
Yeah, I'll be in here working or whatever, and the phone will and I'll look over, and she's like walking back and forth watering plants. And I'm like, can you find another way to walk to water those plants? Does it have to be in front of the Ring camera?
Can't you just turn your phone to silent, or maybe if she announces, "Hey, I'm about to water the plants."
I mean, I could. I guess I never really thought of that. I was much more going for the sympathy here. Maybe a little help from my bro, but I think there were 16, 17 notifications on my phone from the Ring camera, and it's just her walking back and forth in front of it. Did she do that on purpose?
No, I don't think it. No, most of the things. This is what's interesting, because I do believe this is a narcissistic trait that virtually all of us have.
Okay.
Virtually. And I had actually had this happen to me this morning. I came in here and something had been screwed, like this, because other people occasionally use my area as well.
Oh my God.
Shit wasn't where it was supposed to be. And it was just somebody it was just an absent-minded thing.
Right.
They weren't trying to do this to aggravate me. They just weren't thinking, and just,
Right.
And then I had to adjust some stuff on the computer. It was a minor thing, but it irritated me in the moment. But in your head, it's like, God, why is everybody effing with my shit? And in my head, I'm like, wait a second. Nobody's trying to, they had something to do and they just but initially we always take it as a personal attack on us.
I'm not really taking it that way. I'm taking it more of a,
well, you said, is she trying to do this? She doing this on purpose?
But that's not necessarily an attack, right? That's just kind of more like hey, watch me walk in front of this camera 500 times. I'm smoking hot, and
okay,
here I am on camera.
That was a good save there.
That's not a save. Really that's just the truth.
No. Well, I'm not saying two things can be true at once, where you thought she was doing this on purpose to aggravate you, and at the same time looks good going back and forth in front of a Ring doorbell.
maybe next time I might just let it go off a few times, blah blah blah. When, time it so when she's walking by, on one of the flyovers. I don't know what are we doing here.
Walk bys. It's a
Buzzing the
walk
tower,
by.
walk by.
It's a walk by.
Yeah, okay. When she does that, maybe I'll just turn the
Mhm.
microphone on and go, "Hey,
Knock it off! You walked by this 16 times. We get it. You cute. Stop.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh man. Well,
I
I'm
do know
sorry I
this.
couldn't help you more.
We had a bird feeder that had like a Ring camera in it, and when that thing finally died, I couldn't have been happier.
Do you enjoy watching birds?
Yeah, if they're nice looking birds.
I mean, it's one of those because I'm kind of at that stage. I notice in this age range has actually gotten lower because our mutual friend Matt Guard is a
Matt
big
loves them.
fan of the. Oh, he loves, and he posts like really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I could never imagine in my 30s giving two shits about birds ever, unless I was eating one.
Right.
Right. And that would be in chicken nugget form, typically. The occasional wing. Whatever.
No, a nice Oriole flies by, or some colorful bluebird or something like that. That's nice.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's one of those things is as you get older, you start to appreciate, oh, look at the birds.
Yeah.
And that feels like you're on the cusp of just it's like this is what life is now.
Dude,
we are on the cusp. To be, I didn't do those things, didn't notice those things, didn't care about those things. And now I can kind of just zone out doing it.
Yeah. Unless somebody's walking by your Ring camera 500 times a night.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, we had that thing with the birds, and I thought this will be a great way to see some birds and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the same 2 sparrows every 3 seconds flying out for 2 pieces of bird seed because that's all they can eat at once.
Oh, you don't get like the Blue Jays fighting each other. That happens. That's always fun.
You know what? If it comes down to bird fights here, we do get the occasional bald eagle and blue heron fight. Those are a loud mess out in the lake, and it's like Wild Kingdom breaks out in front of you when that gets going on.
Oh, that's what I see, because you are really kind of out in nature.
We are.
You really are. I mean,
what do we do?
Your not so humble abode that's a good area.
This is a very common house.
Oh, stop with the common. You're not common. Get out of here.
Get out of here. All right, do some news.
Let's do this. All right, Congress on Wednesday gave final approval to a bill designed to increase airline safety. The $105 billion package will increase the number of air traffic controllers, add more safety inspectors at factories, and pay refunds automatically to travelers whose flights are canceled or significantly delayed. The House passed the measure 387 to 26.
I'm going to tell you what.
Senate passed it last week. So if you fly a lot, this is something that
great news.
It's a positive for you.
The airline industry has turned into almost outlaws with their cancellations and flights, and something had to be done about this. I'm glad they did.
Oh, a huge bipartisan support too. I mean, there's virtually nobody. Because everybody's experienced it and been inconvenienced by it.
It's not just inconvenienced; it's insulted. It's shanghaied. It's screwed. It's everything you can think of, and it's only because they've whittled it down to the point of profitability. If it's not going to be a profitable flight, you're canceled. And dude, I'm sorry. It just doesn't work that way. If you book a flight, people are depending on getting to where they need to be at what time.
Yeah.
And if you lose $500 on it, hey, that's the business. Don't schedule the times. If you know they're not going to be full flights, don't schedule the times.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Yeah, you can't hose the customers. That's never a good thing. What else is going on?
That's what they call no bueno.
Happy Gilmore is making a comeback. The 1996 Adam Sandler golf comedy is in production on the sequel to the popular film, centering on a former hockey player turned golf phenom with anger management issues. No word on a release date, but it will be streamed on Netflix. Happy Gilmore was great. I loved it. I will definitely watch it on Netflix. There, Christopher McDonald, who played, Happy's nemesis, Shooter McGavin, he's coming back. I wonder if because you can't bring Bob Barker back.
Nope, can't bring Carl Weathers back.
Can't bring. Well, he died in the movie.
Yes,
Carl Weathers died in the movie. So I mean, do you bring Drew Carey? Do you have a fight with Drew Carey as kind of a replacement for that, or since Pat Sajak is retiring,
there's another good one
for one of those tete-a-tetes in a charity golf outing. I don't know. Be interesting to see how this.
Let's just hope Julie Bowen comes back.
Oh yeah,
she added
to
the
God
movie
bless
immensely.
her. I loved her. They have to be married, and that would make sense. Like, yeah, I would. Although I didn't see where she was one because it only brought up Adam Sandler and Christopher McDonald as being returnees. It didn't say who else. So we'll see if Julie Bowen is one of those. And
did you like
you and I both? Fingers
did
crossed.
You like Happy Gilmore or what was the back?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison. Happy Gilmore was a better movie. Billy Madison is more rewatchable. Is what I found. I think Happy Gilmore is better because you forget Ben Stiller was in that too.
Yeah.
He had a good solid. It was a small role, but yeah, I thought Billy Madison was funny, but it wasn't as good as Happy Gilmore. But I've seen Billy Madison more than I've seen Happy Gilmore.
I think the one that gets overlooked from that era of Adam Sandler movies is Little Nicky.
See, I heard that was terrible. That's why I didn't see.
No. What Adam Sandler put those movies out, and there's a tipping point.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Gilmore, a kid can watch because it's funny, but it's not really offensive at any point.
It's not too raunchy. It doesn't.
It's not too raunchy. Yeah. It kind of comes right up to the edge. Little Nicky, on the other hand, it gets raunchy.
Yeah.
When he goes down to hell, there's a scene where Rodney Dangerfield's shoving a pineapple up Hitler's ass. I mean, and that's a little too much. That's a little too much to explain to a kid.
That's too much for an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So growing up, when
this is why you need to be good, kids.
Right.
You don't want
that. Growing up,
you don't want Rodney doing that to you.
Colton went through his Adam Sandler phase, about 8 or 9. Every time it was, can we watch Happy Gilmore? Can we, or the football movie he loved.
I know when you're talking about. Yeah. Waterboy, yeah.
Dude, can you please get old enough to watch Little Nicky? Can we please just get to that age?
Oh, jeez. Well, how old is he now? 13?
13. Not quite ready yet. I wouldn't show him that yet. No. And then, if you haven't seen Bedtime Stories, have you seen Bedtime Stories?
No, I haven't.
That's a great Adam Sandler movie.
You ever see? He did a movie that was with some of these guys. I kind of enjoy their stuff where they're not being who they typically are.
Right.
He did a movie called Punch Drunk Love in the early 2000s. That was really, really good.
I remember.
And completely, well, you don't remember because it's not a typical Adam Sandler movie. It's like when Jim Carrey or Robin Williams would do drama or something like kind of a little darker.
Yep.
And they're really good. It's like dudes who can do comedy at that high level. You give them maybe just a slightly offbeat comedy or maybe a more of the darker one or more dramatic. They always do well.
Photo Booth.
They're always really good at
Robin Williams.
Was it 1 hour photo? Was that 1 hour photo or photo?
So,
it was 1 hour photo, wasn't it?
Was it 1 hour photo? Okay.
I don't know where he really goes nuts.
Yeah. Bad.
Insomnia. He did a movie called Insomnia with Al Pacino, Robin Williams. Yeah, it's amazing. And Jim Carrey, I think the number 23 and Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind or something.
That's another one.
Yeah, really good.
Good stuff.
What else is happening? Detroit Lions released their 2024 NFL schedule on Wednesday this season. Will feature the boys from Motown on 5 primetime telecasts, including 2 on Monday Night Football. Detroit opens the season in the primetime slot Sunday night, September 8th, at home rematch against Matt Stafford and the LA Rams. And Detroit getting a lot of primetime love from the National Football League. So there you go. Sports. Tigers lose again. They drop below 500. They fall 2-0 to Miami. Cubs win. Cubs win. They beat Atlanta 7-2. What do you mean? This is what's weird about the Tigers this year. Because their pitching can be phenomenal, and their hitting can just disappear for like multiple games, like donuts, putting up no runs, and then they'll have 11. Then they'll win a game like 11-7. It's like all of a sudden they go from being their pitchers being unhittable till that they're playing slow pitch softball or something. But again, it's early in the season. As long as they don't fall too far back,
I think
still plenty of room for optimism.
I think what it comes down to is that stupid pizza spear that they have to run with the home run thing. Yeah, I wish they would do away with all of that. The home run celebration walk. I hate that.
They've got to do so. This is in baseball's gotten better at this in order to try and keep younger fans, because I mean ratings for baseball, just because it's so slow, so guys like you and me can kind of appreciate, but if you're younger, there's not enough stuff going on, right? So you gotta, especially for those people at the game, you gotta make it about more than just the game,
right?
Because there's more downtime in baseball.
Dude,
than
the Whitecaps wrote the book on it.
Yes, you're 100%. It's all about everything else going on around the game.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why you're gonna have
stuff
like that will never go away.
You ready for a science category in Jeopardy today?
Not my best subject.
Well, this one's another freebie. This is a free week for Dave. This is ease of mind and ease of financial gain.
Okay.
All right. Between the core and the crust, this layer that forms
Jeez.
Between the core and the crust is this layer that forms the greatest bulk of the earth.
Between the core. Okay, see, this feels I'm overthinking this.
Yes, you are. Because you didn't pay attention in 5th grade. You were busy looking at the Cheryl Tiegs poster in your locker.
Is that the equator? I want to say the equator. I keep thinking about the middle line. You got me. This is what happens to me during some of these easy questions. I overthink and I go, it's you say the middle, and when I think Earth and I think the middle, I think the equator, and it's not the equator or the meridian or prime meridian or whatever the other, or Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, any of that shit. I'm blanking on this.
The mantle.
Yeah.
I even did an up with people thing for you to try and get
you. To me, that's not it. These are not my best questions.
Dave. What are we going to do with you?
You said the center thing, and I couldn't get the equator out of my head. It was, even though I knew it was the wrong answer. I should get credit for knowing my answer's wrong. I want some plaudits for that. Like I'm saying something that I'm very well aware is wrong, but for whatever reason, I can't get it out of my brain.
Okay.
Things happen.
Okay. Well, we're going to turn it over to somebody smart who knows a lot about the weather and everything like that. Jeez. So we'll see what Tegan's got for us, and you have yourself a fantastic Thursday.
Mantle.
Oh, he finally gets it. Perfect. Over and out.
See ya.
Happy Thursday, Muskegon. We can expect some more sunshine during the day today, but we will have some rain coming in tonight, which will continue through tomorrow. So let's take a look at your forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health. We've had a couple of dry and sunny days here, but we have a cold front moving through our area, bringing us some rain showers on Thursday night that will continue through Friday. For the rest of the weekend, though, we should remain mostly dry, and we'll have a low pressure system come through on Monday, which will bring us some storms for Monday and Tuesday. Here on our future radar, we can see Thursday as early as 7 p.m. We can see some of those showers coming through our area. They could hold off until a little bit later, and the majority of the rain will stay south, but we do have a chance to see some of those showers early in the evening. For Thursday during the day, though, we will be mostly sunny and very warm, around 72 degrees with a light breeze out of the southeast, 8 to 10 miles per hour. At night, we'll cool down to only 57 degrees, so pretty warm, but we do have that 70% chance to see some rain, and it will be very calm winds, around 3 to 5 miles per hour. And across the county, we are above average for this time of year for our high temperatures, in the low 70s for the majority of the towns. Now, we are still in the low 60s on the lakeshore, but we are getting closer and closer to those beach days. These warm temperatures are looking to stick around through next week, although we do still have a very springtimey forecast with all of this rain coming up. Friday, we have a 50% chance of rain during the day. Some of those showers overnight from Thursday carrying through, but will be fairly warm, around 70 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, we are very warm and very sunny, around 73 and 72 for both days, with mostly sunny skies. There is a slight chance for some precipitation on Saturday night, just some scattered showers, but the majority of the rain is coming in on Monday evening and through Tuesday. Monday will be very warm, around 73, but there's a 30% chance of rain starting that afternoon, continuing through the night. When we get into Tuesday, when it'll be 75 degrees, but there is a 50% chance for some showers and possibly some thunderstorms as well with that. We'll keep an eye on that as we get closer, and there is a 40% chance of those showers continuing through the night and into Wednesday morning, which then we will clear up after that, around 71 degrees and partly cloudy. That is all for your Thursday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you have a great day.